So my role here at the Hornets is I'm the senior manager of event presentation, so we handle all of the in-game entertainment and all of the events surrounding the Charlotte Hornets.
Game day, I'm the game producer. I sit on the 6th floor of Bright House Network Stadium in the press box, and I'm producing and directing our in-game show.
I run the audio for football game day.
So I'm the game caller here for football and men's basketball.
I produce everything for our football and basketball teams as far as in-game.
I carry out all the in-game promotions on the field and on the court for football and basketball.
So, I think along with everybody, we started in Excel, formatting our own deal, and we were really excited to jump to a software type system.
I'd build the initial scripts, and then I'd build it in Excel, and then I would print it out and I'd give it to my boss. He would make edits and he would give it back, and I would go through and I would make those edits, and so we would have that process probably about 5 or 6 times leading up to the game, and then we'd do one final edit.
Previously, if we were making updates in an Excel or Word document, I'm continuously having to email those updates out, telling folks, hey, pay attention to this, pay attention to that, here's where I made changes.
Besides the time aspect, which I think is probably a universal thing, the main thing that we were looking for with kind of a software was what's going to make us more efficient that's also not too different than how we normally do things, because we didn't really want to start from scratch. We have a good show, we have a good process, we did not want to tear that down and rebuild it. So one good thing about Shoflo is that we can still keep a relatively same workflow. It's just a lot of the smaller steps have been kind of taken out of it, where we can kind of work on things simultaneously, and it kind of helps in that regard, but we didn't have to change really a lot.
Outside of the real-time edits, Shoflo's got some industry-specific features, including the ability for any user to hide and reorder columns based on their role or their responsibility. You can also add images for visual confirmation and write-off from sponsorship, proof of performance, you can see when you ran your elements, and finally show caller tracking, which literally lets your game day director broadcast their current row in the Shoflo, and then the rest of the crew can follow along automatically as they advance from row to row.
As we started out this process with Shoflo, we obviously weren't anticipating using Shoflo because we did have our typical Word and Excel script. So we didn't have a line item budgeted for this. So we did have to move some items around in our budget to make it work. But at the end of the day, the amount of time and effort and kind of how it's brought all of our scripting process together, everything has been more than worthwhile.
It starts with our sponsorship team. Everybody has things coming from all angles. You got your own messages you want to promote. You got sponsor messages you want to promote. You got videos you want to get out there. So we're pulling in our pool, and that's where Shoflo has come to help us out. Is in real time, we're sitting in meetings. We're able to open up our laptops, our tablets, and go ahead, instead of just adding things and then have to go back to the office and open up Excel and put it wherever we want to put it in the script or figure out. We'll be sitting in meetings throughout the week and just go ahead and place things in. So it really helps us make sure nothing is missed.
Now, instead of a day or two producing a script, it takes 30 minutes to an hour, maybe. I'm actually doing 2 scripts in like an hour and a half now, which is something that I never could do. I used to have to block out a whole day, pull up the Hulu, right? Catch up on my shows and just start scripting, nobody bother me. And now it's a thing I can do, between meetings.
Shoflo has been great for us, with me being the hesitant person at first to kind of make that switch. I've been definitely proven wrong. It's saved us a bunch of time. I think it saved us a bunch of stress as well. And I think all of our crew loves it, and I think everyone's really happy that we got it.
At the end of the day, Shoflo is now where it's at for us, and I would not want to go back to Word or Excel for our scripting.